Welcome to what we call the Player Talk. I'm your host, Jack Bradford, and this is an insight on the sports going on across Oxford athletics. And today I'm joined by Rowan McDonough on the soccer team, and I'm also joined by Drew Cady, who's on the soccer team as well as the football team. And today they're going to give us some insights on their first couple weeks of the season.
Firing! Touchdown! Wildcats! Play action. Rolling right. Hardy overthrows his target. Turnover on downs.
So for our first talk, you guys beat Adams, the reigning state champs. How'd that feel?
Yeah. I mean, it felt really good. We came into the week ranked number 14 as kind of a big underdog coming into the game. No one expected us, other than us, to win that game. So it felt really good to come out strong in that game and get an early goal, set the tone. Yeah,
I heard a lot of fans at that game, and then there's a blackout section. Yeah. Was it different seeing like a lot of fans there at that game?
Definitely. That was one of our biggest games of the year so far with attendance-wise, just because we told people it was going to be a fun game to watch, and it was.
I would second that. That was a very hype game for us. It was very important to see the student body there coming out to support us, but it's kind of different from the football field to the soccer field, so seeing those students come out support us, it means a lot.
What kind of preparation do you guys have to do in the off season to get to the point that you've been in today?
Well, for soccer, we have soccer conditioning 3 times a week throughout the whole summer, and then we have, I think, 2 weeks off throughout the whole summer, so a lot of hard work during the summer.
And then when you started the season, what were your expectations? Just like, where do you think you would be at this point in the season?
At this point in the season, I did not expect us to be at number 4, I'll be honest. But I think through the way we're preparing as a team, how we are mentally, where we are mentally as a team and where we are physically as a team, I think we can compete with any level team, whether it's the number 1 team or whether it's the lowest ranked team. I think no matter what, we're going to be competitive in whatever game we play in. So I think we're in a good spot for where we started, and I think we can still grow.
Yeah. I didn't know you guys were ranked number 4. That's really impressive.
Yeah, those rankings came out, yesterday morning?
Yesterday.
Yeah, so it's super big and super important for us.
Mm-hmm. What was your mentality going into that game? Were you really confident in what you were able to do in that game?
I mean, I think we came to the game knowing fully what we were capable of after we started off the week strong, knowing that we can beat any team that we play.
Yeah, I would 1,000% agree with that. When you go into the number 1's house and you gotta set the tone. When you get that early goal, it kind of changes how they're gonna play and changes how we're gonna play. So,
yeah.
And then also, did that first goal calm everyone down? Like, since you had nerves going that game, when you got that first goal, did that calm the nerves a little bit?
Definitely. That first goal got us like hype, and it got like the tone, like the mood of the whole stadium and our whole like student section just happier.
Yeah, it was kind of like a vibe. Like
yeah.
You score, you can almost be like in that park the bus mode.
Yeah,
almost. But then you're like, now let's put it to them. Like they're the number 1 team. There's no point of stopping now. Let's go.
Yeah, we've been doing that. We've been coming out really hard on teams and just. They get scared right away. We get an early one, and then we play comfortable, and they're scared, and that's how we score goals.
Yeah, that first move can really just like calm everything down, just like set some nerves aside once you get that confidence going.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think there's definitely a level of like settle in feel when you get that early one, and then you're like, boom, we in this. Like, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Team, like, when did it hit that like the realization?
I mean, I think when we got back, we went to Buffalo Wild Wings after, and when we all walked in together, like the whole student section was there, and they clapped for us and like gave us like a standing ovation. So I think
I'd probably say like 20 minutes left of the game. I'm not gonna lie. We were up 4-0 at that point, and I mean, in my mind, they've taken out their starters. We've taken out our starters, and we're just chilling. And I was like, yeah, we just did that.
Yeah, not only did you beat them by a lot.
Yeah, so that was the thing. Like, the more you like, you knock down a team, especially a number 1 team, when you beat them 4-0, you kind of get that like, all right, we're different. Like we're a different feel. So like when in those last 20 minutes and we're up 4-0 and they've taken out their starters, I was like, man, they really just gave up.
Yeah.
Like they just gave up on us. And then I was like, we really just knocked off number 1. Like, let's go.
Yeah, you made number 1 feel like that.
Yeah,
that's
and
a surprising feeling.
Oh yeah, that's the dream. That's the hope every year. You got to knock off that number 1 team. So that was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, down to the football side, week 1, you guys had a little bit of a tougher performance, like offensively, maybe not moving the ball as well. And then when you came into Oak Park, you just had an easy flow going. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that all starts with the preparation and practice. So practice, we usually try to go full go all the time, but it's also a mental side of it. So if you got to have a mental state where you're going to be able to focus on your mental, run the plays correctly, doing all your right jobs, performing at a high level, but then you also have to do the physicality part where you're making blocks, doing all of this. And then come Friday, you're just ready to go because, you've watched film, B, you've seen everything, and C, you're mentally there now. It's Friday, let's go.
And what did you learn from week 1 that helped you for the week 2 game against Oak Park?
I think for sure it was a preparation thing. Last Friday we didn't have school, so we woke up early instead of sleeping in, getting that lazy kind of feel out. So we woke up, got an early walkthrough at the school, and then came back at 4:30 for a lift. But I think it was all the preparation that we went into it with watching film, going over stuff in practice. It was kind of a different feel compared to week 1.
Yeah, and then similar to the soccer game, once you got like that first safety on Oak Park, did that make you feel like you had some more nerves calmed and everything?
Yeah,
like that?
I think for sure that was definitely a calming moment, and like it felt good to already be up when it's the 4th play of the game and you're already up 2 points. Like it's kind of a different feel compared to like we got 8 plays and then we get the ball back and then we go score. So it was definitely a calming feeling, same as soccer.
Yeah, and then also, like, when you had 3 plays later, you just had the flow going on offense, and Luke Johnson was able to run in the end zone pretty easily.
Yeah, Luke Johnson is a beast, man. I don't know how he does it, but he can for sure run the ball.
Drew, you're the one that blocked that punt in the game, correct?
I was, yes. I did happen to be in that position. That was one of the few times I've been in that position, but it was a super fun, exciting moment for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially because my brother – kicks all the field goals. Has yet to score his first touchdown because I took that away. But that was my first time ever scoring varsity points in a sense. But I wouldn't be in that position without my team because the guy next to me has a job to do and I have a different job than him. But if I can rely on him and have that trust with him doing his job and me doing my job, that creates that team success. So I was super excited.
Yeah, something I also noticed is there was a lot of second efforts that Oak Park didn't have. Like, you guys gave a second effort to break off a tackle, and then you guys would be able to run for a lot more yards.
Yeah, and that was the thing. I think it all starts with your mental state. If you're able to be like, all right, 1 tackle's not going to be enough. All right, 2 tackles isn't going to be enough. 3 people, you bring 3 people over, it's still not going to be enough. You got to bring the whole team on me. So I think it all starts from that mental state where you're like, I can keep going. I can keep going. I can keep pushing. I can keep going. I don't have to worry about these guys because I'm going to keep going. They're going to settle.
I think that can also relate to the soccer, the mental side, our preparation. For the Adams game, we were way more prepared than compared to, like, say, up north. We still won our games up north, but we did not beat the teams like we were supposed to. And I think that's because of the preparation.
And then also for soccer, what are you guys going to take away from that Adams win going in the future games?
I mean, we still have to prove ourselves. I mean, we're up there now, but that doesn't change anything. We still, just because it says we're number 4 doesn't mean we're number 4. We have to play like we're number 4. We have to practice like we're number 4.
Yeah, I 1,000% agree with that. And I think for the soccer team, it's most important for us. I mean, yes, it is very exciting that we beat number 1, but I think it's also it's a humbling thing because you got to be next one. Like, we got the next game. We got Stony Creek tonight. We have the next game. So, and we all know that our next week is not going to be a fun one. We got number 1 Clarkston. We got number 3 Berkeley. Like, It's going to be a no-joke time, but I think with what we do in our preparation will prepare us for those games.
And also for the football side of it, you guys got the Rivals Lake Orion coming up this Friday. What are you guys thinking about that game coming up?
I think we got a chance, and I think we always do. I always think we're going to win. There's no point of thinking anything else. So I think based on how we watch film, based on how we practice, based on how we how we trust each other as teammates and as players, I think there's a good chance that we find a way.
All right, well, thank you guys for coming in. And this is Jack Bradford signing off on the Players Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Firing! Touchdown! Wildcats! Play action. Rolling right. Hardy overthrows his target. Turnover on